N9ne is on the Cruz Show.
Man, that was a really nice mix,
Crazy,
bro.
right? Nico Blitz on the intro right there.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
and threw
Come
J6
on, man.
is in there.
J6 is in
And
there.
that's that new.
And you know, I told Cruz before we got up here, I was like, I had to throw in the jelly sickle because
Yes, sir.
Because that was my introduction to
Exactly, 06.
you. Yeah.
Crazy. Rick Rock did those beats, man.
Rick Rock.
A lot of beats on that Ever Ready album, man.
Yeah,
And-
Nico from the Bay Area, so it's very close.
So
sir.
you and
Yes,
E40 was like, okay, that was obvious. That was my first introduction.
That's how I met Muggs. That's E40's security.
Hell
And
yeah.
E40 shared him with me.
Hell yeah.
And there it is. Right place.
No Diddy. Sorry.
But look how it worked out.
Yeah, it did.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
right? Good people working with good people, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
N9ne, welcome back, man. How you feeling, man?
Real good, man. Real good, man.
Yeah.
About to drop a new album, man,
on.
on Friday, man. June 27th, man.
We're ready for it.
5816 Forest. I'm so happy to be here.
Talk to me about the album cover.
Well, I wanted to take it back to where a time where I couldn't afford to wear what I got on. You know what I'm saying? This
So
is
you
what I
showed
want.
up with everything you couldn't afford. I
Exactly.
see the J's.
Exactly.
right.
I couldn't afford the J's back then. You know what I'm sizzling. I couldn't afford the red and white troupe like LL Cool J. I really wanted that. You know.
Yeah.
From the bigger and deffer kind of like era. You know. And the J3s, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to be way Kansas City'd out with my hat flipped up. You know what I mean? That's how the D-boys looked back then.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I couldn't afford it, so I wanted to bring that back because I was taking it all the way back as an origin story.
That's right.
So here we
That's
go. You know what I'm saying?
Back then, inspiration was in the street. It
Yes,
wasn't
sir.
on our televisions. It wasn't on the screen.
Yeah.
Inspirations were on the corner of our
Totally.
blocks,
Totally.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Wearing the dope boy Reeboks and the J's and
Yes, sir.
driving the mini trucks and
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You see, I had all three of my strange chains on too. I
see you, bro.
I was flexing.
Yes, sir.
And I look good for my age too. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead, take that picture.
Yo, Tech, you don't age, man. What is it, bro? Talk to me, man. You taking TikTok vitamins? What are we
married
doing?
Puerto Rican lady? I don't know.
That good for you?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yeah, man. She got me doing parasite cleanses, man. Like she got me, you know, doing different facial thingamajigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
10-step skincare routine.
for instance, I had like what you call a sebaceous cyst right here, you know, and my doctor told me I was gonna have to get it cut out.
Yeah.
And my lady's like, nah, because you're gonna leave a mark on your beautiful face. Nope. I said, she said you got to change your cocoa butter and your shea butter to tallow. I was like, what the hell is tallow?
Oh, beef tallow.
Yeah.
You rub it on your face?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But this one is scented, kinda. You know what I mean? Her friend makes it for me, and now my sebaceous cyst is no more. You know, just giving me remedies, man.
Yeah.
To keep me here for a while. You know,
Nah,
we got a
for
2-year-old little girl now, man.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. We need to stick around longer.
Yeah.
Preserve, right?
Yeah, man.
Nah, for sure.
I'm going to need that, man, because I got a cyst right here.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You need it's just built up oil.
Yeah.
That's what the doctor told me.
Okay.
But they'll tell you got to get it cut out, and it's natural things you can do.
You know, before you walked in,
I
we were
had that
talking-
lump on my face. Did you see it?
That's,
No, it's
No,
not
it's
there.
gone.
no.
I had
You
that on my
erased it.
face. Yeah.
Hey, man, shoot me the link. Shoot
Yeah.
me the link.
I need that lady's phone number, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll make it for you.
For sure.
Is she Puerto
for sure.
Rican?
My wife?
The other, the lady that's making the beef tallow.
No.
Oh, she's not Puerto Rican.
I think she's black.
Okay. Well, I need her information, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
yes,
before you
sir.
walked in, we were talking about breath control and
Breath control,
different breathing techniques,
Yes.
right? Who's that guy you were talking about?
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof.
Have you heard of him?
I know that name. Where do I
Yeah.
know that name from?
White dude, like beard, everything. I think he's from Constantine. Where's he from? He's from Holland.
Okay.
And breathing techniques and
Well-
you know how to get diseases out of your body through breathing.
Oh yeah. I've heard that. I thought you were talking about like singing, like and rapping.
Yeah,
like
well,
I
when you're
do.
on stage, you
Yeah.
also have to have somewhat of a technique, right?
Total technique, man.
Yeah.
This thing we posted a while back, it's like a commercial. It was a commercial for this record. It was pre-order commercial, and I did a whole live verse. And I told people to watch my chest, like middle school. My peers know I'm for sure the man. Whatever that be here, Papa Yates ain't know the jam. School ciphers, a load of fans, go to cram. In the bathroom, the spit back tunes, you come against me, get cursed like soda can. Till one day they told me they found somebody that can hold me, rapping and dancing. One of their homies, a new transfer, 8th grade enrollee. I can say it all in one breath
nuts.
because of my breathing techniques. I do 3 big breaths in between rhyming, and it allows me to do a whole 4 bars like that. You know what I'm sizzling? So yeah, man.
Yeah, you're inhaling every time. Yeah, so you're you're giving yourself breath versus giving it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm holding it.
So it's in reverse.
But I'm holding my breath, but I'm still projecting. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Wow.
I taught myself that a long time ago, man. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to kind of be different from a lot of people, you know, when it comes to skill and being able to say things. Even if I have to cram a lot of words in a 4-bar segment, I can really get it out, you know what I mean, live.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
that's why a lot of people still come to my shows, because I sound just like the records. Thank you.
Yes, sir. 100%. Nah, bro, that's the truth.
That part.
You
Yeah.
don't want fans to go and be disappointed, be like, man, that's a studio, man. He can't do that on stage.
Right.
You
We
don't
do this
want
for
it.
real.
You're such a live artist, man.
Yeah. I always
The
say
live
we
shows
do
are
this
where
for
they're-
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Live shows are
I
where
got
they're at
one
with you.
coming up, like a short one though, at the Grammy Museum on Thursday. I get to do like a 30-minute show real quick for everybody to.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
A lot of artists will show up, the beat drops, and the audience does the show.
Right.
Right.
That's the new generation. They don't care. You know, they just you just there, and you got the track playing, and they're singing it. You know what I mean? Must feel good. But we from Generation X, we gonna make sure you hear everything. You know what I mean?
Nah,
And
the work gets
I'm
put
the
in.
main vocal. The main vocal is out of there. I'm the main vocal on the mic. Just like right
You
now.
understand that they're paying to see you, and you are going to give them everything you have.
Yes, sir.
I think that's
Yes,
the
sir.
goal
That's
there.
why they keep coming back.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? People keep saying they say, hey, you got to come see this Tech-9ne show. You know what I'm saying? I used to have like 3 dudes up there with me, you know, helping me back in the day, reinforcement. And then when they all went on their own, I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? I've never been on stage by myself, but I realized that all those breathing techniques I've been doing for all those decades work for me. I can get my Kendrick and DMX and Jay-Z on. Finally,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
sir.
still have a dope show, you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people see now. They're like, man, it's different up there with you without Chris Calico. I'm like, but have you seen me with my band lately? You know what I mean? You know, so we still got that energy.
We getting it done.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
100%.
Yes, sir.
What up,
Yes,
Garcia?
sir.
Speaking of shows and gatherings, the gathering of the Juggalo
It's coming up.
is coming up.
Yeah.
Like, how did that all start for you and that fan base? They really embrace you, bro.
It's a vicious fan base.
It's a no hold barred
It started a long time ago in 2003 when I was asked to be on one of their tours, the Wicked Wonka tour.
Wow.
And on that tour, I gained a lot of juggalos and juggalettes. Those are ICP fans, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them. I'm talking about around the world, in Canada.
And that's a world in
everything.
its own. that
Yeah,
fan
man.
base.
Yeah, man. It's like a subculture. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. And over the years, I just became family. Now, it got rocky in the middle where they thought that I was on a radio station and I said something that they didn't agree with. And, you know, I was just talking about the gathering and how crazy it was. And they felt like I didn't say enough about the Juggalos. And, you know, the clown said something. And now I started getting death threats and this, that, and the other. And I remember I did a show with them, a gathering around that time when I was getting death threats. It was like 4 gatherings ago or so, you know what I mean? And I felt like I was being attacked, so I said, I'm not doing it no more. So I've been away doing my own stuff without doing the gathering. But when I heard last year that they were doing the gathering of the Juggalos, the Legends, I called my booking agent and I said, listen, if they call me for this show, because I told them I don't never want to do it again, you know what I'm saying? I said, I want to feel like I'm not being targeted when I'm on stage, you know what I'm saying? And I want to feel comfortable, not be thinking about anything else, you know? But I told them, if they call me, if Psychopathic call me for the Legends, say yes, I'll do it. So I'm doing the new one coming up.
Hey,
So
let's
good.
go.
Yeah, man.
Excited for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
gonna be great. I think
Totally.
the fans will appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. All the comments, everybody's happy that I'm coming, you know?
That's right. That's right. How did that get squashed?
We had to talk about it, man. Me and
Yes, sir.
the clowns, man. They kind of felt like that, you know, on that tour that I didn't have face paint. I just had it across my face, but I mean my forehead. But the artist that I had out there was not my friend Brian Beazle Dennis because he got killed. He started painting my face in '94, and I was the killer clown since then in Kansas City, Missouri. You know what I'm saying, with a full skull face. But on that tour, I just had I think it was Craig Davis, rest his soul. He was painting my foreheads, like words on my forehead and stuff like that, and he didn't have the skill to paint my whole face like Brian, you know. So the clowns were under the impression when I got a better artist to do my face, they were under the impression that I took it from them.
Oh,
They didn't know that I
know the
was the Killer
history of it.
Clown back
Yeah.
in '94 before I even heard about. So I had to give them the history of Tech N9ne and the history of the Killer Clown in Kansas City. It was a myth that a clown was driving a yellow van and he would kidnap kids, but it was just a myth. We never saw it, but we were scared to death as kids. But I became the Killer Clown lyrically, you know, and I gave them the whole background of Tech N9ne, and then they understood. And then my next tour, they came out. I came to their town, Detroit, and they came out and introduced me for the crowd, the sold-out crowd at the State Theater.
Yeah.
So that's how it was squashed. You know?
Okay.
It was just a conversation.
That's it. That's all it takes sometimes, right? Let's just sit down and talk it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, a lot could be fixed with a conversation.
Totally, man. Totally.
You know,
Totally.
for sure. Yo, on 5816 Forest, what does Yoda sound like?
Yoda.
What does it sound like, man?
It sounds like a hit to me. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And not just because Wayne is on the hook, because on this record, it's just all me on the verses. I've never in my whole discography, I've never had a LP where I'm on all the verses, because I pride myself on collaborating with elite artists, you know, but this one, it's all me, you know, on all the verses. And when I got to Yoda, I tried to do a whack hook, you know what I'm saying, on my own, and it wasn't working. So as I start working through that really hard to write song, because I had the idea to rap like Yoda talks, and George Lucas made him talk backwards like, what did he say? Something like, a Jedi Skywalker is, you know, like instead of Skywalker is a Jedi, you know, he said it back. So I'm starting off like, broke I am. I'm talking about myself back when I was young. Broke I am. And I'm like, what do I say next? Equivalent to a whopping 20 tons of pure dope, my jams. I'm like, oh, it's happening.
Ooh.
There it is.
Have your rhyming ticket revoked, I can. Right next to a really starving killer goat white stand. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping like Yoda. So after I got through with the first verse, I'm like, oh, I got it. Oh, I got to do 2 more verses. It was the hardest song.
It's tough because you're writing in backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have to rhyme and then do it with style,
You
too.
were doing that for 3 verses?
3 verses.
Jesus
3 verses.
Christ,
3 verses.
Right back and forth with me, Damon and Mario. You know?
Yo, bro, now you have to perform
Can y'all
that
send
thing.
the
Yeah. So after I wrote it and my hook was whack, I said, I need another alien on this.
Oh, yeah.
So I hit Wayne up and he sent it right back, man. And it's like the song is like in hit form. It starts off with a hook, and then after the first verse is another hook, and then another verse and it's a hook, and it's 4 hooks, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't even have to tell Wayne, because he's such an elite artist, you know. I didn't have to tell him, hey, man, can you make the hooks not fly the hooks, you know what I'm saying? So it won't be repetitious, you know what I mean? And just do variations of 4 hooks, you know.
I see.
I sent it to him. Variations came back to me. I'm like,
Boom.
How
Yeah.
immediate
Instant.
is that response or that email back from Wayne with all those verses?
soon as I sent it to him, I got it back in like a few days.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he understood, because when we shot the video, you know, we got the video shot finally, because we've been working together for years. We could have like an EP with all our songs, and I never could lock down a video because we're always busy. He's touring,
Right.
I'm touring.
Schedules.
He's doing his thing. He's Wayne, man. You know what I'm saying? So this time we finally locked him down with a video, and he understood when we were talking in between shots. I was like, man, that song was so hard to write. He said, I heard it. He's talking like Yoda. I'm like, he gets it. And people, because of the style, they're probably not going to get that I'm talking like that.
Yeah.
Even though the first thing I say is, broke I am.
But we did it.
Yeah.
We got it done.
Got it done, man. Got
And
the
it's
video
on the
done,
album.
man. So Yoda, that's the story of Yoda, man. And the reason why I got the name Yoda, because X-Rated calls me Yoda because I'm a Jedi lyrically. And I feel the same thing about him. People call him Yoda as well. So, you know what I mean? But he calls me Yoda. So
Along with the title, right? The concept and Yoda sounds like it. Every song or a lot of the content of each song, or you know, of what's on the project, excuse me. Is it from that standpoint where you were just starting out?
Yes.
What you were?
Yes, it's my origin story.
Yeah.
What Lola talks about when I wrote my first rhyme, you know what I'm saying, as a dare on the school bus, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, like you got it starts off with the birth, I'm being born, you know, and then Friday to Sunday, I'm talking about my mom married a Muslim when I was 12 and we moved on 5816 Forest, and here come all the stories from age 12 to age 17 when I ran away from home on the quest to become Tech-9.
Okay.
My mom married a Muslim, we coming from a Christian house. I felt like he was being hard on me and being mean to me. So once I got to 17, we think we know everything. So I'm like, I'm getting out of here, you know. And I had something planned, so I was gonna tell my mom that I'm going to Aunt Zita's for Thanksgiving holiday, you know, because school is out, you know. But I came downstairs with the big trash bag. She said, "You need all those clothes in trash bag to go for a couple days?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she kind of had to turn her eye, gave her a kiss, walked down the street, said bye to all my friends, had my cousin come pick me up. Pew, never came back on a quest to become Tech-9. Now, what I learned is, as I matured, I realized he wasn't trying to be mean to me. He was trying to make me a better man, you know, a self-sufficient man, an entrepreneur. That's why he was taking me to seminars, business seminars when I was 12 and 13. I didn't understand, you know, what I was doing.
You felt you were just being dragged to this place, right?
Yeah. And unconsciously picking this thing up over the years and ended up owning my own business, Strange Music, and being the #1 independent rapper in the world. So
Yo, bro, I was gonna say that had to carry on into your
yeah,
independent.
man, you know, and I wrote a song called The Punishment, and I talked about him putting me on punishment for weeks. I mean, not weeks, for summers. And it was a Blood neighborhood where we stayed, you know, because the Bloods, 37th Street, Fruittown Brim, moved from out here to our neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, and turned it all red, you know what I'm sizzling. So he knew that it was problems out there in the street. So whenever I was messing up in school, he would put me on punishment for the whole summer. And I'm like, who's on punishment for the whole summer? The
whole summer.
2 summers I was on, you know, one summer I was messing up. I can't go outside, just go to work and take out the trash. That's it. Another summer come, I do something else crazy, get busted with a girl in the locker room or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I got to be on punishment for the whole summer. So, you know, as I got older and more mature, I understood that he was trying to make me a good man, and you know, and wasn't being mean to me, and was just trying to make sure I was protected. So in the third verse of the punishment song, I tell him that he's the reason why I'm the multimillionaire I am today. You know what I'm saying?
So it's dedicated to him in a way.
Yeah, it's dedicated to him. And I have my brother Hakeem play it for him.
Yo, bro.
And he said, man, you know, my middle name is Dantes, so he calls me Donnie. He said, tell Donnie that I said thank you. Because we never really talked about it. You know, I left his house with my mom and never came back.
That was it.
That's it.
You never came back? After
No,
17?
like I would go visit mom and stuff
but
like
you
that.
never
While he
lived
was
there again.
No. I never lived there again. And you know, him hearing me find resolve in our situation through the punishment. He said, tell Donnie I said thank you. Don't forget to tell Donnie I said thank you. I wish I could have saw his face.
That's the tough part about being a parent. You're a parent now, and Cruz and I are parents. Like, you know, you want to instill all these values, but we know it doesn't come right away.
Right.
Until we get mature.
Right.
So it's almost like, you know, a long shot bet in a way, you know?
No
like
doubt.
You put your money down and you hope the bet pays off when they're
Exactly,
older, you know?
exactly.
Because I got 2 teenagers. It's the same thing. You're trying to get them to understand.
They think we don't know nothing.
Picture. Yeah, exactly. You just hope it works out.
Yeah, and we've done what they're doing. All the slick things that they do.
Yeah,
like,
and I invented that shit.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, she's 17. We know your boyfriend's downstairs. Y'all just, keep that door open.
Yeah.
Keep that door open.
Plus, for stepfathers, it's got to be tough too.
Yeah.
This man was your stepfather.
Of course, man.
So,
because
dog,
you're trying to be cool because you know her dad, her actual dad, and you don't want to say or do the wrong thing and be having to fight him. You know what I'm sizzling? So you got to kind of like take it easy. So, you know, my wife's kid, her name is Isabella. And I'm real soft on Isabella, you know what I mean? And I try to work with her and try to be a friend to her and a parent to her. If she needs something or needs some advice, I'll try to give it. She knows everything at 17 though. You know
Yeah.
But she's equipped mentally to know right from wrong though. Yeah. So it's, you know, we make it easy, even though it's kind of hard being a stepfather. I'd never been a stepfather until now because I just married her mom last year, last July. You know, we've been together. This will be our 11th year together. We got married in our 10th year. You know what I mean? And we took time to learn each other, man. We went through a lot of people, they say, wise men say, only fools rush in, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that from my first marriage, you know, because we got married because she got pregnant, you know, and I was 22, you know, and I felt like that this time I wanted to take time to learn everything, ups and downs, happiness, misunderstandings, you know, finding respect and trust and everything, you know.
Yeah, man.
And now she's a part of my trust because there's trust.
100%, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have a big responsibility with her, man.
Yes, sir, man.
You really do.
Yes.
That's some scary shit, man.
Yeah, man. No, it's all good, man. I married my best friend, man.
Man, 100%.
Amen, man.
That's
You know,
right, man.
and then you take 10 years to learn each other. You become that best friend.
Yeah, that's why I'm still
Yeah.
engaged for 10 years. You know?
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure this out.
Exactly.
Man. You know,
Take
thank
your
you,
time,
Tech
young
Nine.
man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
You know, because, you know, with a lot of people, they care about what other people think.
Yeah.
Especially their people that they see every day, their girlfriends. Like, y'all been together for 7 years and he ain't gave you a ring?
Oh, God.
It makes them
just
feel
leave 'em.
inferior. Like, am I good enough?
Yeah, it makes them feel small.
Because a lot of people live the fairy tale like, I've been knowing you for 2 years, we should get married and have a baby. Dude, you know, the baby can make y'all break apart.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Usually
saying?
does.
You don't know this. A baby's a beautiful thing, but if you going to work and she's at home and you ain't home as much as she is, like Michelle Obama say, I'm like, I was looking at my husband like, how many diapers you changed? You know what I mean? Like she said that about Obama.
She was keeping score, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about the president.
Yeah, yeah.
So fucking
So it's happening with him.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen with us.
Yeah.
But people live that fairy tale like, you know, they trying to, hey, I just met him a year ago and he asked to marry me. Oh my God, Cinderella. No, man. And then the next year they're divorced.
Nah.
I've seen it so many times.
Me too, man. Me too. And it happens with the black and brown a lot too.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Kids
man.
break up a relationship for
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
for many
Yes,
reasons.
Sir. Yes,
They're
sir.
engaged.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
both work on the show and they're both.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How long y'all been together?
We are.
It'll be
turning
5 years
next
this
month.
year.
Yeah,
It's coming.
Yeah.
That 7th year is she gonna be? So you already engaged?
Yeah, we're already
Yeah,
engaged.
we're
though. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
Okay.
it's-
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boom.
Congratulations.
It's funny that you said that because when we first started dating, she was like, "Yeah, you know, if ain't nothing popping by like year 7, I don't really know that." I'm
See,
like,
that's the
"All
magic
right,
number.
all right."
That's the magic number. You know?
Eat on them, bro.
Yeah.
Early. And
Yeah.
no kids yet. No kids. Here
kids.
you are, stepfather, right? I have 2 young boys. Garcia has teenagers, and they're just starting out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have fun, man.
Yeah.
Have
we're
fun.
Yeah,
chill.
no, we having fun.
Yeah,
Have
we're
fun.
chill.
Have fun. Y'all
Having
doing
a lot
Magic
of fun,
Mountain and stuff
man.
like that? Y'all done that already?
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know, a lot of our
Universal.
a lot of our
Studios.
like relationship, we're not Disney adults,
Oh,
but
we are.
oh, see,
I am
okay,
too.
so
Yeah.
funny
yeah,
enough,
yeah.
our second date was at Disneyland, and when I proposed, we were at like this Bahamas
Disney cruise, like
Yes.
Disney has just been a part of
Yeah.
it. So
and then
that-
our wedding
I've done
literally
Disney,
around
I've done
Disneyland.
Disney Magic, Disney Dream.
Oh,
I've done
man.
all of them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've done all
Yo,
of them.
Disney cruises are different. Like,
Yeah, because they're the only cruise line that can have fireworks at sea.
Yeah,
Yes.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
and
fun,
they're
right?
on you, bro. Like,
They're
Yeah,
like-
they're just
I'm talking about
on
me
it.
and my partner. We brought the Roy and Walt Disney Suites. Like I had one side of the ship and he had the other side. We balling like that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go with you.
Oh yeah.
It's like $8 grand a night, my G.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. We did it.
We just took
We
a
did
tour
it all
of
the
the
way.
suites. I'm like, we
Yeah.
just
The
took a tour.
2-story suite.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
We got the free bunks.
I had the Roy. He had the Walt.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. We got a tour of those.
That was
Remember?
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah, that's all we get to do though is tour 'em.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we did a tour. Got some pictures and left. You,
Yeah,
you
man.
slept there. A lot different.
Tech 9 was up in there.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, you know they're starting out, man, and you know Jeff and I tell them about our lives and try to scare them as much as possible.
Yeah. Love, respect, and understanding energy y'all way.
Thank you,
You feel
man.
me?
Thank you.
saying?
I
Great
appreciate
couple,
it.
man. They have
Yeah.
business together. They get it.
They
you
work
know?
together on this
Yeah.
show. It's a lot.
Don't let people get in your head, man. You know, family can get in your head. You know what I'm saying? They just insert little stuff that can work on you and work on your, you know,
your mental.
self-esteem, everything,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Jealous
People-
friendships.
and social media makes comparisons happen. Like, they're doing this, why we ain't doing that? Like, they ain't really doing that. It's just on TV.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people are really doing it. Like, if I post something, I'm really doing it. You know?
Yeah, for real.
No, for sure. And the gender reveal doesn't need to be, $20,000.
Right.
It doesn't. You don't need to spend $20,000 on gender reveal.
Man,
we did it. We did our gender reveal in our backyard, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Your backyard, though, is a few acres. Let's be honest. Just take it easy. Tech N9ne.
Not like that. But take your time, man. You know what I'm saying? And just have fun with each other, man. It's a lot of in this hell of a world, we can find heaven with each other.
Yeah.
Like when there's wars happening and people are sending missiles and everything.
Yeah, man.
We can still. It doesn't make you, blissful or anything. Like you don't know what's going on around you, but you have to try to find some heaven in this hell. You know what I'm saying? That we make heaven of our own lives. With our loved ones. And after this week, I leave on the 27th. I get home on the 28th, and we leave for our Hawaiian vacation with my family on the 29th. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to take time to try to find what we feel is heaven in our minds.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
man.
And it keeps the love and the romance.
Yeah,
going.
money don't buy you happiness, but I think money buys you time to plan for happiness.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is. Heaven should be at home.
Yeah, man.
Go home.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven does not go beyond your head, or hell from your heels. You know what I'm saying? You can make either one of them with people. I see it on the highways out here all the time, man. People just not practicing emotional intelligence. Now, that's hard to do.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. I've been 7 years trying to practice emotional intelligence, trying not to get off my square. And I was listening to a brother talk. I was at Russell Peters' house last night, kicking it, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
His bodyguard was telling us that dude pulled a gun on him, you know what I'm saying? And he, things happen out here, man. And I'm like, he's not, the guy who pulled the gun ain't practicing emotional intelligence.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do something in 5 minutes to give you 50 years or kill you. And now with social media, it intensified everything because everybody has a channel. You make me look stupid on your channel, I'm coming to your channel, I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Like that, I just saw this YouTuber kill his dude's wife and
his wife and her new boyfriend.
Man, I'm like, for real? You just gonna throw your life away like that?
In the middle of a divorce.
Yeah, man. Emotional intelligence, man. People, we need to try to find some control, emotional control, because emotions make you die sometimes.
100%, yeah. A lot of people want to conquer the world. You have to conquer your mind first.
Yes, sir, man. It's all about that. It's all about that. You can de-escalate with this. You don't have to fight fire with fire all the time because you burn everything down, man.
100%.
Come on, man. Let's talk about something else, man.
Here we are.
We're talking to Gandhi or something, man.
Is there a track that you can't wait for everybody to hear from the album? Like, this is the one that everybody's eyes are going to light up and...
Man.
The one you're really excited about.
They're all my babies. And nobody want to call their baby ugly. Or, who's your favorite baby? If you say who's your favorite baby and y'all got more than one, you're going to be in trouble.
Shit, we just got a dog right now. So.
What song did you have the most fun making?
I was really proud that I got 3 verses out of Yoda. And made it exciting.
It sounds like it was tough.
Because it was hard, man.
Yeah,
you know what
not
I'm saying?
only was it fun, but challenging.
But the story about my first rhyme being written, Lola, got the beatboxing in it, man. I just want people to hear it, man. I want people to hear it.
Yeah, that's taking it back, man.
But it's a movie on there. Like, keep in mind, it's all cinematic, because it's my life story, my origin story. So it's stories from 12 years old to 17. So, but it's this one song on there called The Nice One. It's so cinematic. It was so cinematic that my guy who was doing the A&R, Black Walt, he's like, man, I don't think that fit on the album, man. That fits on the Tech N9ne album, man, right there. He said, this one is supposed to be hood. This is where you started in the hood. That ain't really hood, man. So we trying to keep the hood to understand that you got this, because, you're doing all the rock and roll stuff, and people love it. You're following in reverse. We love it, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know where you came from, though. Right. And The Nice One, I said, that's me, though. That's what happened to me in school.
That's still my story.
It's my story. So it's like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what people think because it has everything in it. Sexuality, it has racial stuff in it.
Everything you had to walk through.
Yeah, man, it's dope. It's dope. I can't wait for people to hear it, and it's a big one on there.
That's right.
You know, Tech, like, I felt like maybe, because you've been doing this for a long time,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And I felt like you could have done this at any point in your life before now. Like, what made you want to do this album now?
Not me, because when Black Walt came to me last year, he's like, we want to hear an album with just all verses by you. I'm like, nope, that's boring. Tech N9ne just rapping all, no, it's boring. He's like, nah, man, as fans, we love that you do collaborations, but sometimes we fast forward to your verse, you know what I'm saying? No matter who's on the song, you know? So I talked to my partner Travis the next day in his office. I said, Black Walt said he think I should do a whole album, you know, just me through all the verses. And he's like, he's right, man. We want to hear that. I'm like, wow. Okay. So I said, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to take it back to the origin, 5816 Forest. I'm going to name it that. And Black Walt's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I never was planning on doing this. So that's why it's happening now, because Black Walt brought it to me and like, what you think? And I'm like, we started building on it.
Right?
Yeah, we started building on it. And when I got to the third song, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful, because I chose beats from one producer that Black Walt hooked me up with. His name is Jay Peasy, and he did all 17 tracks.
Wow.
And when I got to like track 3, it wasn't redundant. All the beats are different, so my stories are different, and my pitches are different, and my cadences are different through the whole album, man. And it's a wonderful thing, man. It's like it wouldn't have happened if he didn't bring it to me. So that's why it's happening right now.
Crazy.
Out of 25 years with Strange Music, 40 years with me in the game from 85, you know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm giving you my origin story, and it's not like I don't have anything else to talk about, because I just left everybody with Cosm, my collaboration. Got Killer Mike on there with me, and Hobson on one. And then I got Snow the Product and Kevin Gates on one. You know, we up here with it, you know what I'm saying, in the future right here. And I'm like, hold on, I'll be back. I'm going to go do this origin story. Then I'm going to come back up here, and my next album is going to be called Decorated. I'm a decorated MC. I'm a flex, you know what I'm saying? So I know where I'm going. Yeah. I'm not just telling my origin stories because I'm getting to the end of this like, well, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm so energized, man.
We're still here.
I still got plans.
No, that's
I got plans. I'm up.
We got plans and beef tallow.
Yeah.
We can't be stopped, my G. And a Puerto Rican woman.
You see me shining, man. That's
I
the
see
tallow,
you, bro.
man.
I see you,
That's
dog.
the tallow,
I see
man.
You. Yo, so very early on, you guys signed J Rock, right?
Yeah, we did.
And J Rock, you guys go on tour. J Rock brings his hype man. His hype man is Kendrick Lamar.
His hype man was MJ first, his cousin, his relative. And MJ got killed on our tour. It's the first time anything ever happened like that. It messed up the whole tour, man. Kendrick came out to fill in for MJ as J Rock's hype man. And that's when I heard he gave me Section 80, and I'm like, whoa.
He gave it to you on CD?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
When you listen to it.
Nuts.
Yeah.
'Cause usually people give you CDs, you don't really get
Come
to
on,
it.
man. Because J Rock had already played me. He'd be on the bus playing Black Hippie. And I'm like, who is that? He's like, that's K-Dot, man. He's K-Dot before he came on the tour. I'm like, K-Dot's dope. So when he came out, I'm like, K-Dot, you're the one they call K-Dot, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, hey, check this out. I'm like, holy moly, donut shop. You know what I'm saying? It's like I listened, and I had an album I was doing. Maybe it was all 6s and 7s. I don't know. But I did a song called I Love Music, and I put him on it before people knew who he was. I put him on it with my relative Marcus Yates. We did a song called I Love Music, you know what I'm saying? And he did the last verse. Fragile happened right when Good Kid, Mad City was taking off. So that one blew the hell up. Nobody knows about I Love Music. Because it was Section 80, that's what I was like, we got to do something.
Bro, I remember when Fragile came out.
Man,
I was bumping that in the car
crazy.
Man,
it was crazy.
Mayday sent us that song with the beat, with Kendall Morgan singing the hook and them singing the intro and singing with her on the hook. And it was their song. they're in the studio with me playing me the song, and they say, hey, this is our song, but if you want it, you can have it, OG. I'm like, are you sure? You sure?
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Right.
You sure you want to give me this hit? Yeah, man, you can have it. I'm like, I'll take it. So I sent it to Kendrick. He was on tour for Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And I remember Yellow Wolf. I was on tour, and Yellow Wolf got on my bus, and he said he was expressing how he was disgruntled, not disgruntled, but like unhappy because the thing, how they put out his record wasn't really for him. You know what I'm saying? It was just like insert MC. You know what I mean? We have all the beats done for you. You just insert yourself.
Wow.
And he said, I'm not motivated, Tech, and I played him Fragile with my verse. Some of the people appointed to give an opinion can never to get it. I want you to come in and gobble a Jimmy and die. You know what I'm saying? You know. And he's like, whoa, now that's what I'm talking about. Send me that. I said, I already sent it to Kendrick, man. He's like, Kendrick ain't gonna be able to do this one. Trust me. He was just trying to get it. He knew it.
Yeah.
He was trying to get it. He's like, Kendrick ain't gonna be able to do this one. Trust me. I know what to do with this. I said, so in my mind, I'm like, I'll get both of them on it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll send it to you. Took months. Kendrick did it before he did it. I ain't never heard nothing back from Yella. So it turns out that Yella couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, and you know,
isn't the story? The story is that Kendrick met Dr. Dre on your tour.
Yes, he did. But people think I had a hand in it. No, y'all know that Black Hippie was doing it big out here.
Yeah.
Y'all was.
They already had motion.
Make it feel all right. You know what I'm saying? It was already bubbling.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah.
Before my tour. So Dr. Dre is probably hearing "And Patron Make You Feel All Right" and everything that he was doing on that Black Hippie. So this was when House of Blues was still on Sunset.
Wow. Legendary.
It was the day we was going to play that. That's the day he met him. Dang. And I don't know if he pulled up to House of Blues. I didn't see him. I never met Dre in my life. I got songs with Snoop. I got songs with Cube. I got songs with MC Ren. You know what I'm saying?
And you still ain't met him.
DLC come to my shows in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but never met Dre.
That's crazy.
Dre sent me something to do on a Rafiki or somebody was with him. Rafiki, I forgot the name of the guy. It was Rafiki or something. He said, what? Rashidi? Okay, Rashidi. I was close, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said, hey, Dre he's doing this Beats New Year's Eve kind of mix, and he wants to do mashups, and he sent me The Beautiful People. And I rapped on it. And I sent it back, and he played it on that's the closest.
That was it.
Yeah. But I never met him face to face.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, you will.
I got a song with Eminem. I got, you know.
Come on. Yeah.
You know.
But you've met Pac a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. I got Thugs Get Lonely too with Pac. Before they remixed it, Eminem remixed it without me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Because the one that me and Pac did, QD3 produced it, if I'm not mistaken. It had, if I was your girlfriend, is that, we rapping to that. Tech N9ne and T2, Tech and Tupac can see you when I'm gonna win Victoria's Secret see-through. I thought you knew. Thugs get lonely too. Yeah. Thugs get lonely too.
That's right.
To Prince, but that wasn't about to get cleared.
Good luck.
Yeah. So so I got a lot of songs with people that Dre worked with. You know.
Yeah. No, it'll happen.
I ain't met him yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I will though.
You going on tour?
Yeah, man, I'm about to go on tour with Falling in Reverse again. We went last year, and it went so well that Ronnie Radke, he called me back. He's like, hey, man, you want to go on another tour with me? I'm like, yeah. And so I'm going to do 13 dates on their tour starting early August. And then right after that, I'm going to get right on Bone Thugs and Harmony's tour with 3-6 Mafia and DJ Quick, man, called the Thuggish Rugged Mafia tour.
Yeah.
And I hear that they're trying to add Yellow Wolf to it, I think.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
So
that's a great tour.
Yeah, man, and we're doing The Gathering, and we're doing Louder Than Life, you know what I'm saying, festival, coming up, so. And I'm doing the Grammy Museum on Thursday.
That's
so,
right.
You know, we still they still want to hear Tech N9ne, man.
Nah, they still need you out there, man. Enjoy that Hawaiian vacation too,
thank
bro.
You, man. Thank you.
On tour with family is important.
Yes, sir. It's all about that.
Man. Tech N9ne, congratulations.
Thank
Come
you.
See us anytime,
There's always a family feeling in here. Thank you.
Love always. Real 92.3.